What's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. Back with another live stream. We pre-gaming on this week's fights. June 19th is a stacked day. It's a big day of boxing, man. There's a lot of fights going on. Not just the four major cards that I'm gonna speak on, but it's a bunch of small level cards, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. So that's what's up. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the support. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we're gonna get right to it. What's up, Ricky E245? What's good, bro? Salute to you. What's going on? So, like I said, we got a big weekend of boxing, man, and I'm just gonna cover the main four, the two biggest ones. I mean, the four biggest ones. So we're gonna get into it. So first, you got a Showtime card. Jamal Charlo defending his WBC title versus Juan Macias Montiel. You know what I'm saying? Should be a pretty good fight. On the undercard, I want to touch on Pitbull Cruz versus Francisco Vargas. Vargas is a former world champion. Tough fighter. He gonna come to fight. I think he's 36 years old, so he a little bit like got a lot of wear and tear on him. But that should be a fun fight. Pitbull Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Exactly what the nicknames say. He a pitbull. Shorter fighter, got a big overhand right hand, and he got an underrated jab too. So this is gonna be all action right here. All action. And then to open up the show, you got Angelo Leo versus Aaron Alameda. This is a good fight. Both guys is coming off of losses at 122 pounds. Leo lost his title to Steve Fulton in January. And Alameda lost to Luis Neri on the Charlo's undercard, pay-per-view undercard back in September. So both guys performed well in that fight. It was up against. Actually, I thought Alameda beat Neri. I'm just being 100. I thought he outboxed him and he had a good jab in that fight. Leo is a good inside fighter, good body puncher. You know what I'm saying? He can wear you down to the body. Alameda is a southpaw that can box and has a above average jab. So we'll see. Good little style matchup. And these guys, I would say they're about top 10 122 pounders, at least top 12, something like that. So this is a pretty good matchup. So on to the main event. To me, this is a routine title defense for Jamal Charlo. Of course, we want to see a better opposition, but it is what it is. What's up, Joseph Brown? Salute, salute. So yeah, of course, everybody want to see Jamal Charlo in with the champions, or I know it was him and Benavidez was talking back and forth on social media. We would much prefer to see that fight. So Jamal Charlo is definitely favored. Got the better jab, more experience. Just been in bigger fights, fought better competition. And as far as the matchup, it's actually gonna be it should be a fun style matchup. Montiel is a big puncher, you know what I'm saying? He's 22-4, all knockouts. We last seen him in on Christmas when he slept James Kirkland. I mean, that's not no crazy feat, but that just shows you what type of puncher he is. Now he has been knocked out by Jaime Munguia at 147. That was a long time ago. Those guys young. And it is what it is. People can take that. We'll see. But far as this fight, man, this should be a showcase for Jamal Charlo. I'm just gonna be 100. Jamal Charlo shouldn't have no problem. Now, it might be a little bit, awkward because Montiel switches from both stances a lot. So I can see this fight ending up like Mel Charlo versus Cota, something like that. So this is a hometown fight, man. I expect Jamal Charlo to get a KO victory, but we'll see. What's up, JC? Salute, bro. He said, come on. The whole mall doesn't overlook Montiel. I don't think he overlooking him. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I think he's gonna be prepared. He's gonna have his jab on point. Hey man, he should get this guy up out. I'm just gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? But Montiel does have a puncher's chance. I will say that. But we'll see. He fight. Shit. We'll see. What's up, Cam Johnson? Salute. When in doubt, fight a Mexican plumber. I think he's the nephew of Montiel, the former world champion. But we'll see. Yeah. All right, so moving on to the next card, Jaime Munguia versus Zemela. Zemela just came in late notice, like 2 weeks notice. It's supposed to have been Magic Selecki, but he pulled out again. So Jaime Munguia gonna stay busy with Sarah Miller. So this is one of those type of fights too. We seen Zaramero versus Triple G, and he ain't really offer much. I mean, he is a good boxer per se, but he don't have a lot of power. So I can see McGill, he tasting that power and just trying to run right through him. But McGill, young fighter, he been active when he was a world champion. He's not champion now. I like to see him in some bigger fights. I mean, he been kind of getting phone spit a lot of opponents, decent opponents, nothing world class or world title level. But I like watching McGill fight though. He can fight. He got different dimensions too. He can box a little bit, and he like to bang. So I like Jaime McGill. I want to see how he look though in this fight. He should have a pretty good showing in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Now the only thing I'm worried about against with Jaime McGill is he overtrained for this because he's supposed to fight in April. The guy pulled out. He had two guys pull out, and then this fight right here. So we'll see. We'll see how he look. But he definitely should win this fight. He said upset alert. Which one? Which one upset alert? McGill upset alert or Charlo? Which one? Uh, yeah, he is. This weekend lit. Yeah, it's a lot of fights. What's good, Jalit? He said I heard they offer Adamas. Yeah, he turned it down and he left the gym. Carlos Adamas. I think he's trying to get with Salas. One of his homeboys from Dominican Republic is training with Salas. Alberto Paluyo, something like that. The WBA interim champion, 140 pounds. So yeah, I can see that. But yeah, it looks like McGill to look good though. I like how he fight though. I just want to see him step up after this for sure. All right, the undercard pretty decent, man. You got this a true crossroads fight right here. Beck the Bully versus Gabe Rosado. We all know what Gabe Rosado brings to the table. I thought he won his last fight against Danny Jacobs. He took Danny Jacobs to school, all boxing, easy work. And a lot of people get a misconception of Gabe, like he an all action brawling type fighter. He always been a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He always been a boxer, counter puncher. Know how to slow down the pace, fight at his own pace. He's definitely mature in his style. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got 13 losses, man, I don't really even look at that. This is a good test for Beck the Bully. Now Beck, he's a what's up, Orlando? Salute. Beck is a strong kid, heavy-handed, thick. You know what I'm saying? Got a solid frame. I think he probably the shorter guy in this fight. I think a gay got a couple inches on him, but he's strong. Like to go to the body. I seen him fight on both sides of the place, but more so often I see him fight southpaw. So yeah, this a good challenge though. The little flaws I see in Beck the Bully is he kind of fight with his hands down. And maybe I don't know if Rosado got enough power at 168 to hurt Beck the Bully, but he definitely can take advantage of it. And I can see him taking him to school though. In certain instances, we'll see if he can overcome the power. But this a decent little crossroads fight. I'm looking forward to it. This is a good fight. Yeah, it's a great fight for him. It's gonna be a good learning experience. What's up, Marlo? Salute. Yeah, I like that. I like that matchup. That's good matchmaking right there. And low key not matchroom. Golden Boy been having some good ass cards lately. They got a good card coming up July the 9th with Jojo Diaz and Fortuna, Zerto versus Barrera. Then you got the females on the undercard, Sanisa Estrada. Yeah. Golden Boy, they all right with their undercards lately. Now, this a nice little female world title fight. You got Isbeth Zamora versus Marlon Esparza at 112 pounds, WBC title on the line. Black Star Sports TV. What's good, bro? Salute. This is a good fight, man. Zamora is a good champion. She's making her third title defense. She got a couple of division titles. Hey, Joseph Brown, which one's on upset alert? I missed it. Which one's on upset alert? But Zamora can fight. Very technically sound, crafty type of fighter. Been in a lot of good fights. She got 6 losses, but don't pay no attention to that. She can fight. Marlon Esparza, she's coming off a victory on Carissa Shields pay-per-view. She looked okay in that fight. But before that, she lost to Sanisa. No, actually, she got a win. She beat old girl, Salim Orbina. She beat her after she lost to Sanisa Estrada, which was a good fight. And this is a pretty good matchup. Esparza can box, but she don't got no power like that. But I like how she used her legs and some of her that fight against Urbina. She used her legs and she boxed. She didn't just stand there and try to brawl, which Zamora is going to try to brawl. So I can see Zamora coming forward and Esparza using her angles and boxing and stuff like that. So it should be a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, he said Jamal Charlo on upset alert. Jamal Charlo versus Montiel. Oh, you joking? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Bet. All right. All right. Another fight on this card. So, like I said, pretty good card, man. You got Blair Flair Cobbs versus Brad Solomon. You know, Solomon, making his rounds through Golden Boy stable. Virgil Ortiz stopped him. Then he fought Alex Rocha, who beat him. But he came on strong late in that fight though against Rocha. And then you got Blair Flair Cobbs, who always bring some entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He just every time I see him, I just start laughing a little bit. But he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like under the radar as far as prospects at the welterweight division. But this is a fight he should win against Solomon, who's going to bring a decent test. You know, when Solomon is right, he's a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? Know his way around the ring, up there in age, but we'll see. But this a fight that Blair Cobb should win. So we'll see. We'll see. And then they got a bunch of prospects on this card. You got Christian Caltru, who is a cruiserweight from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Trained with Ronnie Shields. He can punch. Um, who else they got on the card? You got Manuel Flores, Alexis Rocha on this card. Just mentioned him. So yeah, Golden Boy be having some decent cards too. You know what I'm saying? You really pay attention to it. All right, moving on to the top ranked card. Anyway versus Desmond Rennes. Pretty good. Got a pretty decent card too. I'm gonna talk about it. It got some nice little prospects on the card too. Got a nice co-main, as you see right there. Michaela Mayer defending her title versus Erica Farias. Adam Lopez versus Dalbe. So pretty good card. So just want to touch on the undercard, which we're going to be on ESPN Plus. Then they're going to switch over to ESPN, or they'll just stay on ESPN Plus. So that's what's up. But you got Landolfo Delgado, who just signed with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? I think he was a Olympian. I want to say. Oh, he had a deep ass amateur background in Mexico. He's training with Robert Garcia. He can fight. He was fighting on some PBC shows, but he been off the ring for a minute. I think he was with Richard Schaefer in Ringstar Boxing. But now he about to get active because Top Rank always keep their prospects active. He's facing a guy named Salvador Brasino. This is a fight he should win. Delgado, now look, Delgado's like the only guy that I've seen that fight on a pay-per-view card as a swing bout. He was on the Spence Mikey undercard. I think they had like a lull in the action and whatnot. And they did a swing bout in the middle of the pay-per-view. I don't know how many of y'all remember that if y'all watched the pay-per-view, but yeah. Omar Rosario from Puerto Rico, good prospect. He's the one to look out for. I think like 3-0. He had a nice KO win last time out. Eric Puente, another one from Puerto Rico, good fighter. Guido Vanelli, the heavyweight prospect, kind of took a step back a little bit. He had a tough fight against Abe, but he got injured. He had a crazy cut, so he's coming back against Dante Stone. So we'll see. But most of the undercard for Top Rank, the young guys get matched real good. So I'm gonna expect some decent fights on the undercard. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro. Hit the like button. I appreciate that, bro. No doubt. All right, so moving on to the card, man. A couple fights I want to talk about. So Adam Lopez versus Dalbe. This is another crossroads, kind of a 50-50 type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially you look at both of these guys' career. Starting with Dalbe, he's the shorter guy, of course. Compact. He was a killer at 122 before he ran to Navarrete. But now he's at 126. And I seen him box a little bit. He's with the Headbangers. Excuse me, with Coach Barry Hunter. So been learning some things out there. Kind of changed his style up instead of being a come forward guy, kind of using his legs and whatnot. Dalbe was an Olympian too, so I mean it's good to get back to those roots instead of just coming forward and trying to, bang his way to victory. Now he's facing Adam Lopez, who is a crafty type of boxer. He gave Oscar Valdez hell, you know what I'm saying? Had a good little victory last time out against Jason Sanchez. He can box. When Adam Lopez is boxing, keeping the range, it's gonna be an easy fight to score. I think he'll dominate. But if he's trying to sit and trade with Dalbe and give up his height and reach advantage, then it's gonna be a life and death situation. Alan Lopez been there with a lot of good fighters, man. I mentioned Valdez. Um, I think Steve Fulton gave him his first loss as a prospect, so that just tells you what type of fight this is gonna be. This should be a good one. This at 126 pounds, so looking forward to this one. All right, so first world title we got on the line in this card: Mikaela Mayer versus Erica Farias. Pretty good fight on paper, but when you really look at it, take a step back, it might be a little bit one-sided, and I'm gonna tell you why. Farias is a two-division world champion, tough veteran from Argentina, been there with everybody, some of everybody. Delphine Pearson, Cecilia Brækhus, Jessica McCaskill, and that's what leads me to my point now. She got 2 losses back-to-back to Jessica McCaskill. The first fight was a good back-and-forth action-packed fight. After that fight, she broke her leg. Then she got a rematch with McCaskill, and she was holding. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if her game plan slipped or she was fatigued, but she was holding that whole fight. Jessica McCaskill won the second fight, and it was pretty much easy work. So we'll see how she look in this fight. Now she's coming down in weight to 130 pounds. You know what I'm saying? She won titles at 40 and 35, so she's trying to be a 3-division champion. Now, when she on her A game, she's a tough, scrappy, veteran type of fighter who's gonna, not gonna back down. But if she start holding and grabbing and stuff like that, then she's gonna lose a wide decision. You said L Dub is Buddy still. Yep, that's the trainer, Buddy McGirt. Yes, sir. Now, as far as Mikaela Mayer, she's a taller fighter. Got a good jab, good right hand too. She know how to find the inside and she know how to find the outside. So she got all that covered. So she's been putting on some good performances. She won her world title in October when she dominated the fighter Eva Branicka, who was holding a lot too. So she used to that, and she know how to fight. She was fighting on the inside to trying to combat that. So I expect her to do the same thing. She's the bigger fighter. I don't think she should have a problem in this fight. I mean, Farias coming off a long layoffs, 2 losses, injury, all that good stuff. Mikaela Mayer been active, so she should be able to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? I can see a decision victory. I can see her stopping Farias. She's just so tough. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. She's promoted by Chino Madonna, so he gonna be in the building. So you know what I'm saying? You never know. But it should be a decent fight. But I expect Mayer to win. Okay. On to the main event, the Monster Anyway versus Michael Desmarinas. This is the IBF mandatory. He's facing the unified champion WA IBF at 118 pounds. I know Anyway starting with him first. Now, I know a lot of people don't give Anyway the props. I'm high on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm very high on him. I think he's one of the best fighters in the world, honestly. Talent-wise, this is how he fight, how he places his punches. His range generalship, everything, footwork. He need to work on some defense. He still keep his head in the air, but his punches are so crisp and so precise. He can hurt you to the body. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's a big puncher because he wear winning gloves, and we all know the ones who really follow the sport like that. Winning gloves are for, those are the polo gloves. Those are shit Floyd used to use back in the day in the mid 2000s, and he's cracking people with those shits. So that tells me he's punching. So one of the better fighters in the world of boxing, though. Don't get a lot of credit because the media overhype him, and a lot of people haven't seen what he's done. But he got some Hall of Famers. He got a Hall of Famer on his resume. Not a lot of guys got Hall of Famers. He beat guys that come in the ring weighing 140 plus pounds. Donnell was 140 plus when he fought him. Jamie Madonna was like 144. They rehydrate crazy. So he's still beating those guys, and he's a smaller guy moving up. So I think he should get some of his just due. And maybe he will when a lot of people put their eyes on him. But, it's hard to give Anyway props. I understand people's scenario. Some pound for pound got Anyway number 1, number 2 over guys that we know been through the trenches like Jamal Charlo and Earl Spence and Bud and all that shit, right? So a lot of people don't want to give him no love. But just watch him fight as a fan, he's nice. That dude nice. Now he's facing Desmond Rennes, who I think he got a height advantage of him. He think he's like 5'6", 5'7". Southpaw, technically sound, got a good left hand, kind of a counter puncher. You know, he still got that kind of Filipino style that'll jump in. He is promoted by Manny Pacquiao, so of course he's gonna have some inspiration right there. But he's a decent fighter though. He's not no trash fighter. You know, got decent pop on his punches. And I can see, you know, we'll see if he's gonna play the waiting game. Is he gonna try to counter anyway? If anyway might be too fast for him. That's another trait he has that's underrated. That a lot of people when they watch him or they don't, if they haven't seen a fight, anyway is a very fast fighter. Like foot speed and hand speed. He kind of overwhelmed his guys with his speed and then the power comes. But if Desmond Rennes can time him, you know, time and beat speed all day long, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But I think this bring out more fans for anyway. I think I'm put on a nice performance. I see a straight right hand down the pipe, getting it over with. So we'll see. But that's a pretty decent card though on Top Rank. All right, moving on. Last card we're gonna touch on: Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos, IBF, mandatory. Then you got a undercard with Franchon Cruz Reserve. We're gonna touch on that. Cedar Rules, Hunter Wilson, Vincent versus Carroll, Jonel Carroll. So we're gonna talk about all that. He said, was you high on? Yeah, Chocolatito nice too. Yeah, I'm still high on him. One of the best not counter punches, combination punches. Probably shoot in a minute. He nice. He nice. He had a decent resume. Fought a lot of tough guys. Yeah, Chocolatito was nice. I didn't believe he was better than Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather at the time, but I thought he was one of the better fighters in the world at the time, though. Before he started moving up. So yeah, oh yeah, I was high. Still high. I love Chocolatito. I love watching him fight. All right, so this undercard is stacked. Really got a lot of names that you might be familiar with. I want to touch on before I start touching on some notable fighters. Um, you got Ray Robinson on this card. He's fighting on the undercard. You know, this is a get back fight for him. He haven't fought in a long ass time. Young prospect Aaron Aponte on the card. Zilly Zane on the card. We've seen him on Canelo on the card in February. He got beat up pretty bad. When he fought Jerry Forrest, he was hurting Jerry Forrest early in that fight, but then Jerry Forrest fought his way to a draw. Then you got William Monroe Jr. is on the card. So, you know, some notable names that we haven't heard from in a while. They're gonna fight on this undercard. So we'll see. So a couple of the names I want to touch on. Charles Conwell is on this card. One of the best prospects in the sport of boxing. Former Olympian, 154 standout, real good fighter. Got top 15 rank in the IBF and WBC. I mean, I like him. I think he's a future world champion. Short, compact fighter. Got a high guard, good defense, good body puncher. I seen him in one of his fights. He broke the guy's nose with an inside uppercut. Yeah, he's nice, man. He's nice with it. And he's been active. Now, he was supposed to fight in April, but he had a hand injury. That was on Ring City, USA. So, you know, we'll see if that's going to have any effect on the fight. But he's facing Mark DeLuca. Remember that southpaw fighter who fought Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying, before Kell Brook fought Bud Crawford. That's who Brook beat. So pretty good fight for him in his development, you know what I'm saying, at 154. So definitely looking forward to this. All right, so we move on. So to the pay-per-view card, this is gonna open up the show. What's up, Reggie Owens? What's up, Hyphy? What's good? Reggie Owens in the building. Salute. All right, so this fight gonna open up the card, and this a crossroads fight too, and both guys need this. Andy Vince is coming off a loss, you know what I'm saying? Where he didn't look good. He's supposed to win that fight. And the reason why he got this spot because his manager basically running Triller, Peter Khan. So that's what's up. What's up, AJ? Salute. AJ, aka Alex in the building. What's good, bro? So Vince's need this fight for sure. Carroll needs this one too. Carroll coming off a loss 2 fights ago. He lost to Maxie Hughes, but he got a little win, a stay busy win. Far as the matchup though, it should be pretty good. Caro is a come forward southpaw fight. What's up, Mayman? Mayman in the building. What's good, bro? What's good with you? So Caro is a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? Come forward, southpaw, like the bang, like to sit there and trade. Um, he don't really do nothing too crazy. He just stand there and try to fight with you. Not the biggest puncher, so that might be a problem. His career best win against Scott Quigg, he retired him. But other than that, he got losses to Tevin Farmer and stuff like that. I mean, he was touching up Tevin Farmer in that fight, but he just don't have enough pop. Vincent's probably got the bigger power. He like to fight too. Like this gonna make a good action fight. You know what I'm saying? Both guys need this win, so I can see these guys coming out with a sense of urgency. So looking forward to that. What's up, 503? Salute, bro. Salute. So yeah, that should be all right. Pretty good, decent fight. Yeah, salute. Should be a pretty good one. All right, moving on. So we got Michael Hunter versus Mike Wilson. Now these guys fought in the amateurs back in the day, like 2007. Michael Hunter beat him a couple times. As far as this matchup, man, the way we got here, I don't really like it. This is gonna be 100 because Michael Hunter was supposed to fight Herkovic for the IBF final eliminator for AJ, and he was on Herkovic's head. You know what I'm saying, calling him out and all this stuff. Then last minute, he switched the IBF route to go down the WA route, which this is an eliminator. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that was kind of, I don't know. As a fan, I wanted to see Herkovic. I thought that'd been a better fight. And that's a fight he can win because Michael Hunter fights better versus taller guys, in my opinion. He break them dudes down. And kind of, I don't know, funny style to me, but I mean, he getting a bigger paycheck, so I can't be mad at him. So it is what it is. And it's an eliminator versus a guy that he should beat. Now, Mike Wilson is a cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight. He got a world ranking in heavyweight and he did nothing. So we all know what this is going to be. Michael Hunter is a good, crafty fighter, tough, durable, strong, stronger than what you think. Not the biggest puncher, but he can break you down because he's so crafty in the inside. He know how to get on the inside and fight on the inside. And I can see him breaking this guy down and probably get a mid-round stoppage. So we'll see. Not the best fight I want for Michael Hunter, but get your bag. Get your bag. I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Can't be mad. Yeah, me too, bro. I wanted that fight. And that's a fight I think he can win. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Because I want to support this next young lady right here. I gotta support Franchon. We're gonna talk about this fight. I gotta rock with her. Female boxing is crazy. Well, I talked about 2 world titles already on the stream. This another one. This undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta support this. And Franchon Cruz Dezern is one of my favorite, people in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Just her struggle and all the shit that comes with her. So definitely gotta support her on that. But this fight right here, I'm telling you, this a tough fight for her. He said Hunter said the money Triller offer was too good to pass up. I guess I can respect the fact that he was straightforward. Yeah, I'm with that. I ain't mad at that. My thing with that is you don't gotta lie to us then. If you're not gonna fight Herkovic, then don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was chasing him down. He was chasing Herkovic down. So that's all I say. But yeah, get your money. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who he eliminated for. It made more sense to fight Herkovic because he'll be the IBF mandatory. So we know who's the IBF champion, and we know the IBF don't mess around with their mandatories. That's a kind of straightforward situation. Then with the WBA, they got 4 champions. AJ super champion. Shit. Who else? The regular is Trevor Bryant. Champion in recess is Manuel Char. The interim champion is Dame Dubois. Damn, they got 5. The gold champion. That's that's Robert Helens, who's about to fight Konaki. They got 5 champions. So who he gonna be? Which eliminator is this for? Which belt? I don't know. So that's why I felt like he should have went down the IBF route. But it is what it is. Make your money. But this fight right here, this gonna be a good fight, yo. I'm telling you. Cedar Rose can fight. She's tall. She's a big girl. You know what I'm saying? I would say she about 5'11", 6 foot, strong. Not like the best technique type of fighter, but she got a nice jab, and she's just strong with it. You know what I'm saying? She's strong. She ain't gonna be no pushover. I got Mike Wilson by KO. Let's get it. But I can see her causing some trouble because she's not like the basic type of 1, 2, 3 fighter. She throw a lot of straight punches, but she's awkward. She all bounce a lot. She'll throw a punch and you know what I'm saying, she'll be in the southpaw stance and she throw a lot of awkward shit, but she can punch though. She's strong, like she physically strong. If y'all seen the Alicia Napoleon fight, I mean she hit her with a left hook. It was like a delayed reaction type of knockdown. It's like it took Alicia Napoleon like 10 seconds to realize she got hit with a big shot and she felt, you know what I'm saying, got dropped. So yeah, that's something that Franchon have to watch out for because she sometimes she can get wild too. He said, "Let's go." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Franchon, you know, she do got the boxing skills to kind of outbox this young lady and win a decision. But you know, she like to fight. You know, I would say for her to win, she can push her back and be aggressive. Cedar Rose can't fight on the back foot. So if she can push her back and be a dog like she is and fight on the inside, I can see that way to victory. I can see her boxing her way to a victory. I would love for her to straighten up that right hand. I mean, because she throw that right hand so looping and she be missing and falling off balance. And that can, you know, she can get countered by that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But then again, with a tall, upright opponent, maybe that overhand right hand can get this man. You never know. So, and another interesting thing, man, I'm not sure if she's training with Barry Hunter this fight because Barry Hunter got Dog Bay the same night. So maybe she got another team. So maybe that's something interesting to look out for. So little details like that in a close, undisputed type fight may play a role. So yeah, man. But I like Crenshaw Cruz to win tough fight, but win a close decision. I can see her win a tight decision. But Cedar Rose is just tough and strong. Like I don't even think she know her own strength, yo, for real. But we'll see. All right, on to the main event, yo. Let's talk about it. So Teofimo, man, coming off that big victory over Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? He dominated that fight. Um, yeah. So, you know, after the fight, he been taking a lot of shit, and it's self-inflicted. So it is what it is. It's just part of the, you know, the personality in him. I don't know what I guess he's trying to find himself, but we got here because he bet against himself and forced the issue for the purse big and Triller won it. And now he's fighting George Kambosos, the IBF mandatory, who is a good fighter, probably a back end top 10 fighter in the lightweight. This being 100, he is a good fighter. Tough, strong, durable. He don't like guys that box him. So if you use your legs, you can outbox him easy. I thought Mickey Bay did a hell of a job outboxing him. I thought he lost his last fight against Lee Selby. I mean, me watching it and judging it myself, turning off the TV, turning off the sound, I thought Lee Selby outboxed him. You know what I'm saying? He was having a lot of trouble with that. So this is kind of a better matchup because T.O. is going to stand right there, not so much trade with you, but he'll try to beat you to the punch with his counter punching ability and a straight right hand. So Kambosos does have like a decent hook and stuff. He got decent power. I mean, he can do some things in the ring. If you stay still and let him, you know, tee off, he can definitely have some success. But I like Teofimo in this fight. She wild when she overwhelmed like the man, like versus the man girl. She got back in that fight by boxing. Because the early part of that fight against old girl Jimenez, she was fighting the wrong fight. And once she started to box a little bit and just, you know, use her feet here and there, she was tagging the old girl up. I still thought she won. I'd be surprised if Kambosos go the distance. Yeah, me too. But yeah, Teofimo, man, he's a good young fighter, man. Fast, athletic. That's probably his best attribute. He's an athletic guy. Fast twitch muscles, all that good stuff. He can do a lot of things in the ring. The only thing I want to see him do a little more that he can do in this fight is use his jab. Use his jab a little more. He's more so want to counter you and hurt you, then get you up out of there. That's his thing. But he can walk you down because he's so strong and quick with it. Like he was walking down Lomachenko. Lomachenko didn't have no answers for that. He was walking him down, and he was quick enough to get out the way, but he was right there to counter you. So I can see that in this fight. I can see I see Teofimo putting on a show. This is a perfect opponent for him. Kambosos coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be boxing and moving, and he ain't gonna throw, 12 punches in 7 rounds like Lomachenko did. He gonna come to win, try to win, and that's gonna make for explosive night. So I got Lopez winning this fight, probably like 4 or 5 rounds, and I think he gonna dominate from the get go. And I think as soon as he touch Kambosos, he gonna feel it right away. And maybe we'll see if he gonna try to fight or is he gonna try to survive. And I think we'll find out pretty soon. So pretty, saying this is a decent fight right here. As far as the lightweight division, of course, we want to see him fight Devin Haney, and I think that's the best fight in the division right now. If Lomachenko get a nice win over Nakatani, I guess we can start mandating that, I guess. But before I see that, I want to see Devin Haney, and that should be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we know Teofimo just he didn't re-sign. He restructured his deal. So I know a lot of people may get that misinterpreted. He already had a deal for 5 years that in 2023. He just restructured it so he can get a bigger minimum when he come at the top rank. So yeah, I just want to make sure that's clear. So he'll have the opportunity to have these big fights on pay-per-view or whatnot. And the Devin Haney fight is that shit should be next. So hopefully they get that shit together. We'll see. But yeah, Chan was out there rumbling. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was out there. She was getting it. He said, "Do you see Lopez beating Lomachenko?" Oh yeah, I think so. I think he beats him. I think he beat him again. I think he probably stopped him this time. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I'm about to run through recap one more time just in case anybody missed it. June 19th, we got a big day of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run it through real quick. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. Salute to everybody coming to the building. I appreciate the comments, hitting that like button, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. All right, so just a rewind, recap. Jamal Charlo defending his WBC title versus Juan Montiel. You know what I'm saying? This is a fight that Charlo should win. You got a good undercard. You got an action-packed undercard. Let me say that. I think it's gonna be all action. You got Pitbull Cruz versus Francisco Vargas, Angelo Leo versus Aaron Alameda. So it should be some pretty fun fights. Then the Zone got a card same night. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. Jaime McGee versus Ameda. Now this card might start a little bit early for y'all. So just in case y'all, wondering, this might start a little bit early. I want to say like 12 o'clock West Coast time. I want to say. But we'll see. But yeah, McGee is coming back versus Camille Zameda. You got Beck the Bully versus Gabe Rosado. You got Zamora versus Esparza. That's a women's fight, world title fight. And then Blair Cobbs versus Solomon. So that's what it is. And then on the top rank, you got Inoue on the card facing he's headline versus Desmond Rennes, IBF mandatory. Michaela Mayer on the card. I like these fights right here. Al Lopez versus Dalbay, and then they got some prospects on the card. So yeah, Tyrain be doing a good job with their young up and coming guys on the undercard. And then you got the Triller show I just touched on. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. Freshawn Cruz Lazar versus Sideros, Undisputed. Michael Hunter versus Mike Wilson, and then Andy Vinces versus Joan O'Cara. So, and there's a bunch of fights on the undercard that you guys can catch. That would be free before, if you get the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? But these are 4 fights on the pay-per-view. So, and you got Charles Conwell on the card. So, yeah, man, that's what's up. Big day of boxing, man. Big day. My man, Ben for me, what's good, bro? He said, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Man, Andre in the building. Salute. So, yeah, man. Both of his eyes look crazy, huh? Yes, sir. Both of his eyes look crazy. Appreciate that, bro. Good show, champ. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, anyways, eyes, both of them look kind of closed or whatnot, swollen up. But yeah, man, that's what it is right now, man. I appreciate you guys once again. Make sure you guys tune into these fights, man. It's a bunch of fights, man. You might not catch all of them at one time, but hey, we can go back and watch it, or you can have all your devices on deck. That's what I plan on doing. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy, crazy Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of content for everybody. So that's what's up. I got Teofimo. I'm gonna say 5-round KO. Teofimo 5-round KO. Yes, sir. So Appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's my time, and I'm out.